Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fall 2025 Pre-Arrival Webinar Live Q&A session. I'm thrilled to have all of you here joining us from various parts of the world. Some of you may have already arrived in Canada, but for most of you will still be in your home country, right? So it could be very late at night or still in the middle of the day for others, but I do appreciate the effort you're making to be here despite the time differences. Um, Before we start with the presentation, I want to share with you about something that might get you excited. So it's summer here, and if I'm looking out of my window, I see clear, beautiful blue sky and stunning mountains. And you know what? I have been living in Canada for 4 years up to this point, and I'm still amazed by the beauty of Vancouver. Interesting, right? And one more fun fact, summer here means long days. The sun sets around 9 p.m., so you got plenty of times to enjoy the outdoor. Very beautiful and very interesting here. So, but now please enjoy your time there with your family and friends before starting your new journey here in Canada. All right, let's not waste any more time. I'm going to introduce myself and then we'll get started with the presentation. My name is Van Nguyen and I'm an international support assistant for the Student Life team here at KBU. Today, I'm very happy to be here to answer all of your questions you may have before travel to Canada. I would like to start the session with the acknowledgement of the land. We at Kwantlen Polytechnic University respectfully acknowledge that we live, work, and study in the region that overlaps with the unceded traditional and ancestral First Nations territories of the Musqueam, Katy, Samiamu, Taquasan, Kakay, and Coquitlam, and with the lands of the Kwantlen First Nation, which gifted its name to this university. In the cause of reconciliation, we recognize our commitment to address and reduce ongoing systemic colonialism and oppressions and racism that Indigenous peoples continue to experience. Next, let's go through some housekeeping rules. We will be using the Q&A live chat function where you can submit your questions. Please note that this function will only be activated in the last 20 minutes, so please pay close attention to our presentation. We will be addressing pre-arrival material questions only. Please don't submit any case-specific questions or including your personal information like your student number. Course registration and admission questions will not be covered, and frequently asked questions will be shared for the benefit of everyone. Now, without further delay, let's get into the first questions. The first question is, what documents do I need for traveling? You will need to bring the following: your flight ticket, your passport, a port of entry letter if applicable. This is an approval letter that says you're allowed to study in Canada, a visa, and a confirmation of enrollment at KBU. This one you can get through our online self-service system. And the next common questions that we receive is, what about at the border? What should I expect at arrival? If this is your first time arriving in Canada as an international student, you will need to get your study permit at the airport. After getting off the plane, you will have to answer some questions at the electronic kiosk where you need to declare what you bring to Canada. After that, present your kiosk receipt to an officer. Let them know that you need a study permit, and the officer will direct you to the immigration where you need to complete your study permit application. Be prepared to answer questions such as why do you come to Canada? What school are you going to? What program are you in? And once you receive your study permit, please remember to check the information before you leave the officer desk. If they are not correct, notify the officer right away. Because if you leave the airport with the incorrect documents, it can take months to correct them. And when you arrive home, keep your study permit somewhere safe because it's very important for you and your future journey in Canada. The next question is, does KBU offer airport pickup services for students? Unfortunately, KBU does not provide airport pickup services. However, there are several convenient options for you to choose. You can take a taxi, which is available on the second floor of the YVR airport. You can also book an Uber from the airport to your destination. If you have arranged accommodation at a hotel, you can inquire whether or not they offer airport pickup services. As many hotels, they provide shuttle services for the guests. And if you prefer to take public transport, the SkyTrain station is located directly across from the airport. As soon as you exit the main door, you will easily spot the SkyTrain station. And the next question is, could you share about accommodation? There are many different choices for you to choose, including homestay, student accommodation off campus, and rentals. So what are the differences between these options? Homestay program allows you to stay in a Canadian home as a member of the family. So you can share meals with your host and have a fully furnished room, utilities usually included. And this is a great chance for you to learn about Canadian cultures. And if you're a minor student, the homestay host can also provide custodianship for you. The second option is student accommodation off campus, which offers an opportunity for students to expand their network beyond KBU. Choosing this option, you will have access to a fully furnished room with utilities included. There are meal options available for your convenience. And the third option is renting a place, which is the most popular choice among students. This option provides more flexibilities and independence. However, it's crucial to conduct a thorough research before signing any rental contracts. To find more information about available accommodation, please visit our website, the link for which will be posted in the chat. And it's important to note that KBU does not assume any responsibility for agreements made between the student and the landlords. We do not screen or inspect any services provided by the landlord for the student accommodation. And thank you everyone for listening. This is the end of my part. For the next part, I will pass it to my coworker, Josie. Josie, please give me a minute. I will put you on the screen. Yes, you're ready to go, Josie.
Hi everyone, so my name is Josie and I'm a student life coordinator, and once again welcome everyone to KBU and welcome everyone to Canada. So I received a couple questions that are commonly asked by a lot of new students, so now I would like to share with you. So when is the first day of classes for fall 2025 and when should I come to Canada? Yeah, this question's always so popular and it's a very, very important question. So the first day of class is September 2nd, 2025. However, I highly recommend that you check your schedule as you may not have class on September 2nd. And when should I come to Canada? So before making any travel arrangement, please make sure that you fully register for courses. As Van mentioned earlier, that the immigrations officer may ask you what's the purpose you come to Canada. So you need to fully register before you coming to Canada. And let's move on to the next questions. So where do I see the important date, deadline, anything that I need to make a special note on? So this is the link for the date and deadline. We're going to put it in the Q&A chat for you to access later. And you should bookmark this webpage as it has many important informations. On this website, you will know the registration periods, deadline for tuition, exam periods, as well as the holiday closure. So in Canada, we almost have a holiday almost every month, and we also have a long winter closure where we usually have the Christmas. So you need to keep track these days because you don't want to go to school when everyone have a nice day off, right? So okay, that the important date. Now let's move on to the next question. So is it mandatory to attend orientations? How do I register? Will it be in person or virtual? So excellent question. So the simple answer, yes, it's mandatory for all new international students to attend orientation. So I will put the link in the chat for you to register if you haven't done so. But I will clarify more about orientations at KBU. So technically, KBU have 3 different components for orientations. The first one is a Moodle course. This is like the online course that will prepare you before you join KBU journey, and then you can complete this one at your own pace. And the second component is international virtual orientations, and this is the online orientations for international students only, where you have a chance to know more about services of international department, include admission team, advising team, and our team Student Life. And last component is in-person orientations. For this part, you need to be in Canada to attend. And if you visit our website, you can see that we have like different days for different campus. However, you only need to register for 1 day. And I recommend that you choose your home campus. For example, like on the website, you can see that we have different day for Surrey campus, a different day for Richmond campus, but you only need to go to one campus. And this campus is where you take the most classes on. So, and if you have any questions, feel free to send an email, and we will put the information at the end of the email information at the end of the section, the webinar section as well. So now let's move on to the next questions. So is health insurance required while traveling to Canada? So this is a really good question as well. As you may know, insurance in Canada is very, very important. You cannot live in Canada for a single day without insurance because the medical expense in Canada is very, very expensive. So first of all, to answer these questions, I would like to let you know that please do not mix up travel insurance and medical insurance. So travel insurance is a type of insurance that mostly cover for your flight, so that flight cancellations, luggage loss, disease optionals, and you can purchase while you purchase a ticket. However, medical insurance is different. It's covered while you stay in Canada. And again, you must have insurance while you're staying here. So to learn more, you can visit our website to read more about these insurance, and then I will put the link in the chat for you. So technically, we have like 3 insurances here. First of all, as you can see on the screen, we have GARMI, that's a temporary insurance, and we also have MSB, medical and provincial medical insurance, and we also have extended healthcare insurance. And before you enter this Q&A sections, we also share with you a comprehensive video to talking about the insurance. So if you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat at the last 15 minutes. We will be here to answer your question, all your question regarding insurance. Okay, next move on to the next questions. Is the Garmy insurance include in tuition fee? When will the COVID begin? That is a great question. So yes, if you watch the video, you already know that is included in tuition fee, and the COVID period start on September 1st to December 31st. And yeah, so next questions we usually receive from the students is, when will early arrival insurance be available to purchase? How long is the processing time? So as I mentioned in the the previous questions, so the Garmy cover from September 1st to December 31st. So what happened if you arrive in Canada before September 1st? So the question is, you need to file an early arrival insurance, because you cannot stay in Canada without any insurance coverage, and you can buy the early arrival insurance at any private insurance company, or you can visit Garmy. They also provide the early arrival insurance. And the next questions is also about insurance, because this topic is so important. So my family is traveling with me to Canada. The Garmy covered them as well. So the answer is like, Garmy only cover your dependents if you register them. So once you receive your policy number from Garmy in around like mid-September, you need to enroll them within 10 days. So this is really important. I'm gonna repeat again. So in mid-September, you're going to receive a welcome email from Garmy that include your policy number. And then if you have the dependent with you, you need to enroll them in 10 days. So let's move on to the next questions. What are the benefits of having the KSA extended health and dental plan? May I add my dependents? Okay, the answer for that is yes. You can ask your dependents and what is the differences. So, if you watch the video, you may know that Garmy and MSP just cover for they don't cover for your extended healthcare, including like your visions, your dental. So that's why you need KSA extended health plan. So for example, it's already included in your tuition fee as well. So if you need your dental checkup, you just go to dentist and show this is my extended health care, and you will be taken care by the dentist. So that's the end of my part. But it's not yet. We will have a part 3 live in Canada, and I will pass it to my coworker, Dimitri.
Thank you, Josie, and thank you, Van. And I'm just waiting to pop up. Oh, here I am. Thank you, and hello, everyone. My name is Dimitri. I'm another student life coordinator here at KPU International. And without further ado, let's dive right into the last part of today's pre-arrival session. So the first question on the list for me would be, what is Vancouver like, and what is the weather like? And Van, the leader of the sessions today, has mentioned a few things, but I just want to say a little bit more. So for those who might not know or who haven't heard, Vancouver is one of the most beautiful and diverse cities in Canada, and is located in the west coast in British Columbia province. It's surrounded by the mountains and ocean, which provides its beauty. to the city, and it offers a great year-round outdoor activities. We have 4 distinguished seasons. Winters are usually mild. It's warm, like about 5 to 10 degrees. Springs and fall are rainy, so bringing or purchasing on the spot a raincoat or umbrella might be a good idea. And summers are warm and beautiful. So now it's actually the best season in Vancouver, and it will probably last until like early mid fall. But I have to give you a warning that occasional heat waves are possible in summer where temperature might go above 30 degrees. So we recommend you that you stay in the shade, stay hydrated, and apply sunscreen when needed, okay? And regarding the culture, the city is welcoming and it's multicultural, so which actually makes it easier, especially for the new students, like newcomers, to meet people from your culture and feel it like a home. So we're gonna move on this note. We're gonna move to the next question, which is: are there any foundation or preparational courses offered at KPU? And the short answer is yes. There's a course called KPU 100 Introduction to KPU, and it's a free non-credit course that helps you prepare for university life. This course includes live sessions with faculty and students. It also includes self-paced interactive activities, as well as personalized feedback that you're getting throughout the course. You can check the Q&A section where we are going to post the link where you can have access to registration of this course. Now it's still early because this course is usually available like a few weeks before or about a month before your semester begins. So wait until August to check on that website, okay? We're gonna move forward to the next question. And the next question is: where do we get our books, study materials, and supplies? And that's important, of course. So you can basically visit our KPU bookstore, and it's available both in person on campus, and we have also online version of the bookstore. But we always recommend you to check with your professor before rushing out and purchasing any course materials. Ask your professor on the first day of your class what exactly you need for your course, and do it for every single course you take at KPU, and not only KPU. So you can also, for the supplies, you can also visit our in-person bookstore, like for quick access. There's a lot of things also going on sale, so make sure to check it out. But alternative options to our bookstore for supplies will be stores like Dollarama for more affordable option, or Staples, a big stationery where you can buy a lot of things basically for your studies. Moving to the next question is, what is the KPU student card or student ID card? And in short, like I said, it's your ID. It's a university ID that will provide you access to various campus services. You'll get access to the library services, the printing materials, printing machines, and also you will need it in order to get access to your exams. So whenever you start your journey at KPU or at university, one of the first things that you have to prioritize is making sure that you apply apply for the KPU student ID card. It's free, you don't have to pay for that. And here in this live, we are going to share the link with you, how it's an instructional video, basically step by step how you can apply. And once the KPU card will be ready, you can just come to the campus and pick it up in person from library. Okay, so moving to the next question is, what is the UPass? Where should I get the UPass card? So basically, UPass BC program allows all students to travel across Metro Vancouver area at a cheaper cost. So it is included in your tuition fee, so you don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to pay for your transportation, basically. In order to use your UPass, you have to go to the link that you see on your screens, which we're also sharing in the Q&A, and to activate your UPass. To activate your UPass and basically use the transportation system in Metro Vancouver area, you need a Compass card. We can go to the next slide here, and this is how the Compass card looks. You can buy pretty much anywhere, any SkyTrain station or a Seabus station, or even in London Drugs stores. It costs only $6. It's a one-time purchase. And once you have this card on the website that we shared with you before, you can basically link this card to your UPass, and you can do it every month. You have to do it every month in order to continue using it. So UPass for you, if you begin your journey at fall, will be available from September 1st. So from September 1st, 2025, you don't need to pay for your transportation because you will have your UPass, okay? Make sure to use it. Moving to the next question is, what's campus shuttle bus? And others, the same as regular bus services, do you have to pay for that? So answering to the second question first, no, it's not a regular as the regular public transportation. It's inter-campus shuttle bus. It's the buses that are provided by KPU Student Association. So it's basically available between campuses, and it's completely free. But in order to be boarded on the bus, you need your KPU student ID card, and that's why it's even more important. if you have classes at least on 2 campuses, and in order to travel between them for free, you need your KPU ID card. Okay. Buses also have Wi-Fi on the board for your convenience, and in order to see the schedule for which bus going to what campus at what time, you will need to check the fall 2025 schedule for the campus shuttle buses, which will be available on the KSA website. Right now, it's still early because we are in the middle of the summer semester, but closer to the fall semester, they will update it. So make sure to saving these links. We're also going to leave them in the Q&A chat for you. We're going to move forward to the next question, which is, how can I volunteer as a student? But before I answer this, I also want to say that volunteering is one of the essential things for all students to do in order to gain your experience, like working experience, building some network, connecting with people, peers, and also strengthening your resume. It might be, especially might be useful when you are considering to apply for your first paid opportunity for paid job. Having any volunteering experience also beneficial on your resume, right? So there are a few or like multiple volunteering opportunities that are available at KPU. Some of them are provided by KPU International. Some of them are provided by different departments at KPU, but the best thing that you can do is you can go to the website, which is kpu.ca/volunteer/advisor, the link for which we're going to put in the chat again. And you can basically find all the details that you need about the volunteering. And I also recommend you to connecting with one of the volunteering specialists to talk to them, or volunteer advisors, to get some guidance on how exactly you can start volunteering at KPU, what opportunities are available. We're going to move forward to the next question. That is, are there any things outside of the university that every student must know about? And there are plenty. So on your screens right now, you can see some workshop, webinars, and grants that are available to KPU, and basically organized by the transition team of the KPU International. So if you want to learn more about how to fill the taxes, and international students still must have to fill out taxes regardless of the fact that you're not working. So knowing your tenant rights, like if you are planning to rent out your first place, or getting a SIN number in order to start legally working at KPU, or things like supporting your finances by applying for accommodation grant or food grant. There are plenty of things. So all of the things you can see on the screen. There's no specific date. It says the time when this specific thing will be available, or the workshop will be running at. So, but we will be sending you a email to your KPU student email. So make sure that you're checking it, establish a habit to check in more often as you approach your studies. And we're also going to be posting on our social media. And I'm going to talk a bit more about social media in the next few questions. So make sure to check your email and also check our social media, and you'll find the details about all those webinars and grants that are available to KPU students. The next question is, how do I find out about events run by KPU International? And that is a great question. And there are best 2 things that you can find out about our events. First is the visiting KPU official events website. The link's on the screen and in the chat again. And the second one is probably the best overall, is the following our Instagram is the main source of all the all the details, all the news, all the workshops, all the events, and it's at KPU-International. On the next screen, you can also see another calendar, which is the social activities and social events, which you can join as a student. I highly recommend you to do so because it can help you outside of your academic life to kind of like have more fun, connect with new people, enjoy the culture, learn about other new cultures and things like that. So make sure to check out this calendar and make sure to check our Instagram to find out how to register and how to participate in those events. And the final note that I want to mention today is our upcoming fall life orientation. And this is a virtual format, so similar to what we are having right now. And this is the orientation before the in-person orientation, which we will have on campus, which Josie has mentioned about. So we highly recommend you to join this session because in this session, you guys will learn even more information and you will also meet more people from across like different teams and departments of both KPU and KPU International. So this live will happen on August 14, which is Thursday, between 9:30 and 10:30 in the morning of Vancouver time. And we're going to be sending you the link to your KPU student email again. And you can also visit the full orientation website to find the details both about the live orientation and in-person orientation. Okay. And on this good note, I want to thank you guys for your attention. And hopefully this information was useful to you. And for one more last time, I'm going to pass it back to my colleague, Van. Thank you. Van, I think you're on mute.
Thank you, Dima. So I'm gonna finish off with the last question. The question is, I'd like to know more about student life and transition to Canada. Who should I contact? And here is the two contacts on the web on your screen. If you have more questions to ask, please email us at internationalstudentlife@kpu.ca or visit the link here. I will put it in the chat box to find more information on drop-in sessions, on how to meet your advisor, and find more general context of KPU International. And yes, that's the end of our session. We will stick around a bit longer to address any remaining questions. And if you have any questions, please look up to your top right corner. There is a Q&A chat box. And this session is recorded and we will send you a link to rewatch. So don't forget to join our virtual live orientation for international students this coming up. We will send more information to you. And we look forward to meeting you in person this September for any in-person KPU Welcomes You event. Thank you, everyone, and for attending this live session. Yep, and we will stay around a little bit for the Q&A.